This is the very Wirral Wirral channel, and we're here at the Arno to look at this picture, which is actually a sundial and a memorial. But first, we've got plenty other pictures to go and look at and compare from how it was then to how it is right now. Now, the first picture we're going to compare is this one here. Now, this is at the top of the circle in the gardens area, the very symmetrical circle, and this is the view as it today. Now we can see that some of the plantations on the left have changed, but don't know if they're the same. Are they the same? No, they are slightly different benches, but they are in the same location. And just note the houses that are different in the background. I don't know if that tree is the same tree than it is today, the big one in the middle. But the houses in the background, and that house is actually a school about the time that this photo was taken. As we always do, let's take a look around the beyond the picture of what was, say, to the right of the person that took the photograph at the time, and right behind him, just to the right, is the rest of the circle. In actual fact, if we just go straight behind, don't think this was a beam here at the time, but the main quarry bit is just beyond that hill. We'll go there in a minute. Now, the Arno is actually the site of a former sandstone quarry, of which most of the Wirral is actually built on. Now, for generations, the site has been in the ownership of the Earl of Shrewsbury, and their family titles are remembered in the names and many of Oxton's roads. Most notably in the case of the Arno in Guestry Road. Now, this is of note. This tree, planted 1912, so 113 years ago. Is this the same tree? Let's take a look. Back to another photo now, and in the distance you can see the entrance that we first came in, the main entrance, I'm guessing, or one of them, and the path going up the hill. Now we're at the top of the hill looking down again, and this is what it's like today. And you can just see, apart from this tree on the right is massively grown, you can see the pathway on the right. Now, not shown in the picture is actually these sandstone steps, which I'm currently stood on at the moment, which go down to the top path. As Stephen Harding suggests in his book The Viking Mersey, that the name Arno comes from Arni How, with Arni being the family name of an important local Viking settler, and How meaning a small pointed hill. On one of the information boards there's a map of the gardens. You can see the circle in the main gardens. Now we're going to head off now into the quarry bit itself. Now, this is the quarry bit itself. You can see the whole area that's been dug out, as it still is. And of course, at this point, it was then taken over and made into a park and used as a playground for children and adults alike. Now, unfortunately, many of these photographs are quite difficult or impossible to recreate, mainly because so many things have changed. But today we're at the top end of the quarry area, where all those people were over 100 years ago, and as it is today. Now, we're right in the depths of the quarry here, and the footpath is just above us. That leads out to the main road, and this is the sandstone here that was so sought after. In fact, if anyone asks you what is the Wirral, this is what it is, as the majority of the Wirral is on top of this red sandstone. Now you can see if we go back to one of the older pictures, just see the housing that has changed on the back wall. And also a hoard of Roman coins was discovered by quarrymen working there in 1834. Now I wasn't looking for these, but I just found these steps. Look really used, and we can go up with them in a minute. And are they on any of the old pictures? Well, this is the only one that I've found. See the pathway to the left? Could that be these steps? Or are we looking in the wrong direction? So let's see where they go. Well, the reason that they're rarely used, they come to a fenced off. But shall we head back and try and find that original sundial monument that we saw at the beginning? What is this up here? Now, what has happened here? If you know, put it down in the comments. If you don't know, go and look in the comments, because there's many very knowledgeable people who watch this channel who'll be able to tell you. Now I'm just trying to recreate the picture that we have here. This one is another one that we have, and this is the original one that we showed. Both basically showing the same direction with Woodchurch Road in the background. Now the Arno fields, which are down at the bottom, haven't been created, if that's the right term at this point, but you can clearly see the Woodchurch Road in the background, and all of the shops, of course, that are on the Arno side of Woodchurch Road haven't been built yet, at least on this point, at this point in time. So on the picture is that Curzon Road or Elm Road that we can see coming off Woodchurch Road. Of course, all the trees have grown, but we can just about see Woodchurch Road in the distance, and that road out of Curzon and Elm Road. Now this sundial was put in as a memorial to Edmund Taylor, who was instrumental in obtaining the site for a park. George Prowman, the mayor at the time, officially opened the Arno Recreation Ground on the 30th of March 1912. Now, if you want to watch another What's It Like Now video, there's plenty of them, but here's another one for you to pick from just here. I'll see you over there.